Ladies and gents, welcome back, welcome back. We got some lovely stuff coming today. We got some of our usual from the following day. We have some Greek chicken. We have some pork belly. Yes, we did start the pork belly. So the pork belly is currently in the oven cooking right now. So you're gonna get to see me chicharron it up. I got the pasta going that I'm gonna get together. My fish is in the oven, my mushrooms in the oven, everything else is in the oven. So I am just currently waiting for everything to come out. And right now we have our spinach and our stuff getting knocked around over here. We got our spinach, we got a gross leaf right there that we want to get rid of. Make sure you go through that. Yeah, we caught another one. Nothing but the best. Alright, so here's another one. You don't want to serve that to people. So what we're gonna do, get some of all that Parmesan we grated up yesterday. Gonna toss that in. It's the old time rock and roll. And it's the old time rock and roll. You know these classics? You know these classics? You're like, I wasn't even born yet. All right, so we got our spinach, we got our cheese, we're gonna go grab our pasta. Noodles and oodles. Now, did Carmen say you can go home? We got the whole time rock and roll. Alright, let's see if our bowl is big enough for our pasta today, because I think I overdid it with the mushrooms. I definitely overdid it with the mushrooms, but we're gonna see. So we're gonna add in our pasta. And we're gonna give our pasta our Parmesan cheese, olive oil. And we're gonna throw a little bit of seasoning there. Oh, sorry. So that's in there. I got a whole time rock and roll. Look at that mountain of pasta. Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna throw some of our seasoning in there before we had our cream sauce. Some of this is already in the cream sauce or spice blend, but we just want to flavor the pasta a little bit more on top of that. So that's being said, we're gonna just toss that. We got our Parmesan, we got our spinach. Today we actually have a mix. It's a mix of spinach, arugula in there. But we're gonna make sure we mix all of that together. And hopefully we can get a little bit room for our mushrooms, our mountain of mushrooms that we're gonna put in here in a second. But I just wanna coat the pasta with some of that Parmesan cheese, more of the olive oil. And that's gonna give you layers of flavors between your pasta and your sauce. So if you ever think like you're gonna come across a piece of pasta in your dish that's not coated in sauce already, it's still gonna have flavor to it. Why? Because we already seasoned our pasta. So we're gonna dig a little semi-tunnel down here to get our mushrooms in there better.
We have some for now.
Make a little cavity. All right. So, a little tunnel. That's what it looks like. And we're just getting started. We have some new stuff for you today. The jerk chicken we didn't get done yesterday, so today we're having some Greek chicken, like we said we had leftovers that we need to get rid of. Not get rid of, but it was been marinated and we need to not let it go bad. So we have our Greek chicken coming today. We have some Greek roasted potatoes coming today. We still have the rice and peas coming today. We have pork belly coming today. Yes, we did get our pork belly in the oven, so that's going to be coming out. And hopefully it has a nice crackling on top. Nice crunch. That'd be great. So now let us go get our mushrooms out of the oven and finish up our pasta so we can grab everything else that we need to do. I believe our rice and peas is finished. So we're going to take that out and let it sit on the side to gain some of that moisture. Take out some of that moisture. Any gloves available? We got a whole time rock and roll. All right, this is our rice and peas. Just came out the oven. We took the cover off earlier, and then we put it back just for some of the moisture, like I said. Now let's grab our mushrooms. We should be ready to go. Whoa. Our mushrooms are back. Oh, the aroma of these mushrooms is undeniable. So we've got about 10 minutes on our oven. We're gonna add our mushrooms in. It's hot. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. And be happy. I haven't heard this song in so long. I think the last time I heard this song, I was in high school. Holy crap. I'm pretty sure I was. Just grabbing our extra mushroom, maybe, so I don't spill anything. Oh, that's a lot of mushrooms today, right? Don't worry. Be happy. Behind. All right, now we're gonna mix this mountain together. And because I probably should split this in 2 bowls and sauce it up, but we'll see. Just mix the mushrooms around first. So the pasta you guys have already seen me working since the start of the week. So that's nothing new to you. But until they invent the smell-o-vision, and you can smell all the aroma that's going on right now. all I can do is tell you about how good this smells. We got a mushroom, we got a parm. I'm gonna add in my sauce right now. So that's what it looks from afar. I'm gonna grab my sauce and pour some of that on, mix it again, and then we can finish. And then we can move on to better things. All right, here we go. Look at the color of this sauce too. It's purely, I know if you're watching your calories and stuff like that, this might not be for you, but it's purely 35% cream, tomato paste, Parmesan cheese. I keep it very simple, very light, and not a lot of preservatives other than from the tomato paste. So you're gonna probably hear me burn myself right now because I'm about to stick my hand into this steamy pile of pasta sauce. You can see the steam coming off of it right here. And I'm gonna mix that together and put it in our containers right here. Oh, don't go too deep. The deeper you get, the hotter it gets. Oh my God. Don't do this at home. If you have utensils, use that instead. Use a spoon or something to mix it. I've been in this industry so long that my hands can handle a higher level of heat. So I'm able to do this for a short period of time. See, that's nice and mixed now. We're gonna put it in our container, not with our hands because that would be detrimental to my fingers. We're gonna get our trusty big boy ladle right here. Use that guy and ladle everything in. So let me put this over here. Put these right here, and then I'm gonna put it in. Get an even spread. And remember, we do have pork belly coming today. So if you're a fan of pork belly, you'll get to see how our pork belly look. And because we're cooking a lot of stuff in the oven at the same time, it's not going to be perfect. It's because different temperatures is needed to cook different things. So you have to sacrifice some temperatures at a time to get the desired result to cook everything you need. I don't have the oven space to like single out one thing, cook it to the side, and then wait for the other thing. If I did that in this environment right now, I will not be ready for the lunch service. So therefore, I have to play with my temperatures as we go. So like for the pork belly, for instance, I wanted to start it off by cooking it at 225 for about an hour, so it could dry out the skin a little bit more. And once it dried out the skin to where I need it, I was going to pull it out, oil it, the skin with some olive oil, and then we were going to crank the oven up to a higher heat, like 425 or 450, maybe 500, and get that nice crisp on the skin that I wanted. But I couldn't do that because I am also cooking my mushrooms at the same time, cooking my fish at the same time, and cooking my chicken and other stuff at the same time on different parts of the rack. So if I had to crank it at 500, then those things will burn and my pork belly will come out sexy. Like it will still come out sexy. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. But for now, we got our pasta. We should still get a nice crust on our pork, the top of our pork belly. It won't be super chicharroni, but it will be crisp. All right, we got our mountain of pasta. Are you working tomorrow? You working tomorrow? Are you working tomorrow?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I hear it's supposed to be super cold tomorrow. I'm so sorry.
Cold?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you like that stuff. What am I saying? You enjoy that stuff. You enjoy it.
I'm in Canada.
If you do live in the Ontario, just know that it's supposed to be really, really cold tomorrow. I can't tell you how cold it is, but somebody said it's supposed to be absolutely cold. All right, so that's done. We're gonna, since we did the fine Parmesan cheese yesterday, what we're gonna do is just sprinkle a little bit of that on top. Sophie, thank you. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I try to get to the comment sections when I can, but as I'm focusing on getting these meals out, my focus is more over here than on the comment section right now. But I will try. Thank you guys for saying hi. I do appreciate it. I will try to get back and give you guys a shout out on the video as I can. So we are gonna add some parm. We're gonna do a double layer today because we still have some sauce left. We're gonna add the Parmesan cheese. We're gonna layer some sauce on top of that. And we already know the reason for this, because we hold our food in a hot area until our customer comes to get it. And we want our pasta not to get dry, so we make it as saucy as possible. And then we're gonna add a little bit more Parmesan cheese on top of that sauce. So this dish is very rich. So let's put you away, and then last but not least, we have our beautiful greenery. And for those of you who didn't get to see it yesterday, we will take a look. Yeah, I gotta take the temperature. All right, so that's our pasta. Let me know how it looks to you down in the comment section. Is there anything you would add to it? Anything you'll take away? I appreciate the feedback. But let's go put this where it needs to be. Watch your backs. All right, food is starting to go up in a hot area, so we're going against the clock right now to get her food in the spots that they need to be. Okay, that one's where it needs to be. This one's gonna be wrapped for a backup. and put where it needs to be. Can I put stuff in here? Okay, so that's one dish down. Let's take our temperature of our chicken and make sure it is cooked through and through, because we don't want to get anybody sick. So we're gonna take temperature of our chicken and make sure it's nice and cooked. Even if you've been cooking chicken for years and years, you should always make sure that you take temperatures and make sure it's cooked all the way through, because nobody wants to get sick. So let's go do that. We're looking for 75 Celsius and higher, or 85 Celsius and higher, or 185 and higher Fahrenheit. So we're 189 right now, which is very good. We're gonna check a few more pieces and make sure they're just not just one's cooked and then the other ones are not cooked and we don't know it. All right, so that's good. We're gonna make sure we wipe down our probe. We're gonna send this off to make sure it registers, so when the health inspector comes in, look at our temperature, make sure everything that we're doing our job to make sure we keep the customer base safe. As long as the customer base is safe, that's all I'm really concerned about. And the food tastes nice still. So our fish is good. Our pork belly does have a crackling skin on it. It's not as good as I want it to be, but it's do its job. That's what our Greek chicken look like. It's not the jerk chicken today. We got the Greek lemon Greek roasted chicken. So let's put that together. We are going to check our potatoes, our Greek roasted potatoes as well. This is what our Greek potatoes look like right now. We're gonna pop the temperature higher and we're gonna get some nice color on that. Now we're gonna put it in the oven on covering. So we're gonna dry it out a little bit, and plus we got our pork belly, so that's gonna be going. That's gonna be good. All right, so that's in the oven, and then we can. Hi, how are you? Long time no see.
Exactly. I thought I won the lottery, but I realized I didn't.
I was beginning to think you did, and you just left me behind.
Now for about 5 days.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I would have protested. I would have so protest hard.
I am not. I'm just join the protest on Friday.
I would, if I could work from home and just send my food in, I would definitely do it.
You will say that because you haven't tried it. It's so lonely at home.
I know, but
It's so lonely. That's why I need to come here to eat your stuff. Otherwise, I'll be just eating your plate. No, that's not it. Exactly.
okay, maybe like
To socialize.
maybe like 3 days out of the week.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Let's see.
So for this chicken, this one was marinated in Greek spices, lemon zest, lemon juice, oregano, thyme, all those lovely goodness. And we're gonna do the same thing like we did with the jerk chicken. We're gonna use some of these lovely juices on top. And we're gonna make a mountain of chicken. And we're just gonna use some of that lemon and chicken juice that's left over, just to get a little bit of sprinkle on top. Give it that nice shine and add a little bit more flavor to it. Been into the fire, and we're gonna grab our next tray of chicken and put that in our container as well. Hopefully I didn't splash anything on you guys too much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the comments, saying hi. I'm hoping this food looks good to you guys and you guys are enjoying. Okay, our pork belly is getting, I put it on a higher temperature in the oven. So while I'm doing this, it's getting a little bit more crispiness. We're getting a little bit more color on our Greek potatoes in the oven as well. So it's kind of like half and half. We got a little bit of Caribbean, a little bit of Greek. Either way, we're in the tropics. So after this, I think we will put up our rice and peas. And after our rice and peas, we can go check our pork belly and our Greek potato. That should be in good standings. And if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. We got a lot more coming for you guys. We have our menu that changes every week. There is, we usually do some home cooking. We try to get the most simple ingredients we can, you know, whatever is in our fridge, put it together sometimes. A little dinner at home, live stream, you can join us on that as well. We do lots of recipes of different cultures, different varieties on the channel as well. So then we have our Discord group. If any members want to come talk to us, get us some feedbacks, and you know, just hang out, talk food, talk shop, talk other things. We're always there. So that is done. We're gonna sprinkle a little greenery, some parsley, some nicely chopped parsley, and then we're gonna add that to where it needs to be, in front of our customers for a lovely, so our lemony Greek roasted chicken. All right, so let's take that where it needs to be and be on our way. One, got two. Sorry guys, behind you, behind you, behind you.
Right now it's showing the temperature here.
Yeah.
180.
And for the last but not least, we'll take you guys over to where you need to be.
If something is wrong, you set it at 160 and it's going 180, 185.
Can I
Something
put
wrong.
something
Yeah.
there?
Go ahead. This side?
Yeah, thank you.
So that's why you need to understand what you set it at and what is going there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the higher temperature definitely is working. With our pork belly, we're getting a little bit more crackling on it, and not just that flat crisp on it. So it's working perfectly. Now let us do our rice and peas. Hua. All right, so we got our ladle because we know it's gonna be hot. So that's us. And even if it does have a little bit moisture right now, it will be in a hot section, so it will obviously soak up some of the moisture. So the aromas you got going on right now, you got some allspice, you got some garlic, you got some ginger, you got bay leaf, you got coconut milk, you got thyme, and all those flavors and aromas are gonna come out in this. Sadly, I don't have the jus from the jerk chicken. We have a little bit of skelly in there. Take that out. And if you're doing this, and you gotta, I took out the Scotch bonnet pepper as well, so you get a little bit of heat from that. But unless you cut it up and add it in, you won't get too much heat from it. But you will get a little bit of heat from it. All right, so. We'll get this done. See, we got a little bit of chunks of garlic that we crushed up and add in there. So we want to make sure we remove that. Because not everybody is used to chomping down on garlic like that, whole piece like that. So when you can, do remove it. It doesn't change anything for the dish, to be honest with you. You know, it's just like adding garlic to any dish. But for people who are not used to it, it can be a little bit intense. And plus, this is how you figure out who in your household is a vampire or not. I'm just saying. All right. So let's do the rest of these. I can't tell you again how good this smells. And if you're used to Caribbean food and you're used to rice and peas, you should already can imagine how good this smells right now. And if you can't, I do advise you go to your local Caribbean food and grab you some rice and peas. Or you could just follow along or ask me and maybe we can do a follow along recipe on the channel. We've already done some ackee and sawfish on the channel already. We have that recipe up on the channel. You can always follow along there for that if that's something you're interested in. But other than that, that's what we got. Okay, our rice and peas is done. You got a little bit of stem there from your thyme. All right, you don't really need to do much more to this. Then put it up, and whatever sauce you have to complement it with your protein, you can go ahead and do that. We're gonna throw a little bit of chives on top, just for good measures. People see a little contrast of colors. You'd be like, oh, that was good. What is that? Can I get some? Even if you've never had it before, it will definitely pique your interest. All right, so let's get rid of that and let's go grab our pork belly and our mushrooms. Not mushroom, but our potatoes. Sorry. All right, let's take you out of here. Ooh, can I put something in there beside you? Thank you.
This side?
No, I'm gonna push this over. Thank you. Okay, let's grab our pork belly, because we want our pork belly when it comes out of the oven to sit for about 10-15 minutes, and so it can get to a point where it can actually work and cut it. And this is too hot to bring over to you guys at the table right now, so I'm gonna put it over here and bring you guys to the pork belly. So you're there, you're there, and let's bring you guys over. Moment of truth. See a nice cracking over there? See, right in this section didn't get it that much, so here's a little bit softer, just because of the temperatures I had to mess around with. Got a little bit of darkness at the end, but this one's like almost perfect. You got the crunchiness. So I'm gonna take it off this tray. I'm gonna put it on something else so that it can cool down a little bit faster, so I can cut it up for everybody else. All right. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna grab our potatoes. Yes, take all the warmth. I know. Yeah. Okay. Let me just. A second. I just gotta move this pork belly to a warm place. Not a warm place, but a place where it's gonna not keep on cooking on this rack. So the reason we put the tin foil is so that we want the crisp on the skin itself of the pork belly, but we do not want to burn the sides of your pork belly and stuff like that. You just want more of the color and stuff on the skin itself. Alright, so that is removed. Now I'll show you guys it on a more presentable platform. So yeah, that's how it looks. This lighting does not do it justice, but like, you get a little bit closer, you can see that crackling. You can even see it's still cooking in the middle. It's just nice and crisp. And I score it so it'll cook more evenly across the skin, and you won't get those like big bubbles as you would. But yeah, that's that. Let's continue. We still got lots to do, because remember, we still have our tacos to deal with as well. We're gonna put this to the side so it can cool down in the meantime, because it coming out the oven, you do not want to. It's very hot. You do not want to burn yourself with that stuff. Pork belly? just draining off the fat of the pork belly into a container. So I can put our dish into our dish pit. Alright, let's grab our potatoes. Got our Greek potatoes right here. Gonna hit that. Some of that, so when we're taking it out, that can mix in. A little bit of greenie mixed in. So yeah, when we're taking it out, that it'll mix in good together. Just gonna wash something real quick. That'll help us take out our potatoes from this container and put it where it needs to be. Susie, Natasha, how you guys doing? Thank you for stopping by, saying hi. We are going through it right now. Like we just showed you the pork belly. So we are back. We are gonna get our potatoes, get our tacos going after our potatoes. After our tacos, I think our pork belly will be cooled down enough to work with, and we can cut it up and put it up. There's this dog barking his butt off over here right now. So yeah, see, we got a little bit more color on our potatoes. Now we are gonna transfer it. I think hopefully it'll all fit in one of these, because I do need another container for our taco and our pork belly. And when you're doing this, you just want to make sure your potatoes is nice and cooked through and soft. So you want to cook it to where it's nice and soft, and then you want to remove your cover and then bake the top of it until it's nice and crispy and golden brown. And that will give you a little bit of different textures when you're going to eat this as well. And you want definitely some of that liquid at the bottom. So for this particular dish, I use lemon juice, I use thyme, I use oregano, I use parsley, I use a little bit of Greek seasoning. And I use some smoked paprika. I use some, you can use veg stock, but for today, I use chicken stock. If you don't want to use chicken stock, you can use any stock you want. You can even go beef stock. It's basically up to you. But since we're going the Greek way, we use chicken stock. And you see how those the parsley and the chives I added in earlier mix as I'm doing this. It just makes your job a little bit more easier to try to season individual. So at the bottom of it all, you're gonna have this lovely liquid that's left. I don't know if you can see it right now. And you want to sprinkle that on top, because that's going to give it a little bit more of your lemony flavor that you added. You can also do some chopped garlic in there as well, some minced garlic. And that is done. So what we're gonna do is, that's what you get. You got some chives. Hit that with some chives. And that is your lemon Greek potatoes right there. All right, so that is done. We're gonna take that where it needs to go, wipe down a little bit, and then we're gonna move on to our fish tacos. So we're trying to get this all ready for lunchtime. We already have customers lining up. And do we have space? We do not have space. Okay, we're gonna put this. All right. All right. Now it's time for some taquero Taco Bell. Are you ready for Taco Bell? Taco Bell. Okay, next up, we're just gonna wipe down our area. We don't like to work in a messy area. Pork belly. All right, let me just throw on some gloves and then we can get our tacos started.
Ate, gusto mong gamitin sa mas ano siya?
Yes, we work with some amazing Filipino ladies. And they're awesome. And I could not be as peaceful on my job without them.
Di ba kailangan mo na ano?
And next week, we're gonna actually go sit down and talk about what, not talk about, but we're gonna plan out what we're gonna cook for next week. So it should be something completely different for you guys. And if you guys want to stop by next week as well and see what's going on, because this menu for this week is already set. It is more or less what you've seen today. The only thing that's different from our menu today is that we do not have our jerk chicken today. We had our jerk chicken yesterday. So there'll be jerk chicken Friday. We have our rice and peas. We have our taco. That's the same on our menu. We had the Greek potatoes. Sadly, we didn't have our acorn squash, the Parmesan crusted acorn squash. We didn't have that yet. That still hasn't been, it's been ordered. We still just haven't been receiving it. So when we receive that, we can hopefully get that Friday and put that up. But that being said, today was just a little bit different. Sometimes you have the weekly menu, but you get things that you have to divert from your usual and just create something different. So here we have our spicy aioli. I'm gonna put that as the base at the bottom. We have our cabbage slaw. Gonna add a little bit to the bottom. And then we're gonna grab our fish. Go ahead, go ahead. We have our potato crusted codfish. Those potato herbs and cheese crusted cod chips, codfish, cod chips. Oh my gosh, what is going on with me today? Can't speak. All right, so that's that. We are going to add a little bit more slaw on top. And trust me, come summertime, there's gonna be so much more tacos coming. These people seem to like their tacos when it comes to summertime. I feel like I've done so many taco dishes since I've been here. Alright, so that's that. We're gonna add some more lime wedges. For the extra freshness. And then we are going to add our final touch, which is our sliced cucumber for the touch of freshness. Got a little crunch. Careful not to cut your fingers. We don't need that. So we're gonna add about 3 slices to each sides of our fish taco. A little bit added bonus, you could drizzle a little bit of sesame seed oil on here as well, and you can hit it with a little bit of sesame seed if you want it to look a little, give it even a little bit more humph to it. We're gonna put our rest right there, so we need it. And then, last but not least, we always add a touch of our greenery. And that is your fish taco. Alright, so we're gonna put that where it needs to be, and we will be back for what you guys have been waiting for, our pork belly. At least I hope you've been waiting for the pork belly, because I don't eat pork all the time, but if I got a nice pork belly, I just cannot resist sometimes. All right, let me put away our fish. Camera. Let's put away our extra fish and keep it nice and warm for when we need it to make more tacos. Susanna, one day we should switch. One day we're gonna switch. You do hair and I'll do sushi. Yeah? No. Tomorrow I'm not coming. It's gonna be too cold. Tomorrow's gonna be too cold. It was actually raining when I was coming today. It's one of the few countries where it will either, in the middle of winter, you can either have rain, beautiful sunshine, or just ridiculous amount of snow. Hi, Maria. So you pick your poison while you're here. Which part of the winter season do you want to be outside? All right, so we're gonna wrap that. We're gonna put that to keep warm. Oh, sorry. Okay, last but not least, we're in the home stretch. Okay. I just need to get me some gloves. Medium blue. Ah, you're here today. How do you feel?
Not good.
Why?
I'm not usually here.
Hello to the chat. Thank you for everybody who stopped by and said hi. I appreciate you guys. Auto Adventure. That's a good name. Okay, we have our pork belly. I can actually touch it. It's not gonna burn my face off. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Let's go down the middle. Oh, you can hear that crackling too. All the juices, our juices are still flowing, but look at that. So good. All right, since our juices are flowing, we want to get rid of this pretty fast so we can keep the juices together. So we're just gonna cut through the seams. Hi. Come on, doesn't that look amazing? Look at that. Look at the crackling. You can just hear the crunch. so good. I don't think I could cook it any better if I tried. Now with my pork belly, this one, I'm literally just gonna leave it like this. Gonna drizzle a little bit of maybe balsamic glaze on it. But if I had more time, what I would like to do is do a nice apple cider glaze and use that on it. I think that would be amazing. But we don't have the time right now, so we are just gonna do it this way. Bring it closer. I don't know if you can hear that crunch. I just don't like this middle piece here because it's not crunchy at all. See, it makes it a little bit harder to cut. My knife is not up to the sharpness standard for that area. So you have to really press. And when you really press into it, it releases more of the juices out of your pork belly. You might hear some commotion a little bit when I'm finished this pork belly, because like I said, I do work with some Filipinos and they absolutely love their pork belly. So you might hear it. Like, oh my gosh, pork belly. Like, tell me when's the last time you were at a Filipino party and there was not pork belly? I know you're lying. If you say it hasn't been, I know you're lying. Can't go to a true Filipino party and there's not some pork belly there somewhere. There just has to be. If there's not, you're not at a true Filipino party. I'm sorry to tell you. That is done. Oh man, my mouth is absolutely watering right now. Okay, I'll take you guys over. Cut up our pork belly. We're gonna drizzle a little bit of balsamic glaze on top. Just that savory, that sweetness. And then we're gonna hit with some There you go. Now let me know how that looks. Well, here we go. I'm gonna leave you guys with my messy work area for a second. You guys enjoy all of that. I'm sorry. Me and my pork belly is gonna go make some friends. So, bye. Cheryl, this is for you.
Reggie, did you see that?
She can look, but she can't touch. Where do you want this, Gemma? Hi. That's all I got for you today.
Disgusting for me.
Whew. That was some work. That was some work. Let me do a quick cleanup because I am gonna start some prep in a second. I'm gonna have to go grab some more chicken so we can actually go marinate or do our marinade for our jerk chicken for Friday because we are not here tomorrow. Thank God, tomorrow's our day off. I'm gonna have to see. You guys might see me tomorrow. Gotta see what I'm cooking for dinner tomorrow, or even maybe later tonight. We'll see. See what I decide to cook. I think the girlfriend made some amazing chicken curry tonkatsu. That was amazing as usual. So I'm gonna see what I can do to top that tonight. But I probably won't. I'll probably do a lazy dinner tonight. We'll see. It's all about how I feel at the end of my work shift. If I'm feeling great, I'll make something great. If I'm feeling lazy, I'll make something just, simple. If you guys were there for our last dinner, we did some amazing mashed potato. What else we did? We did mashed potato. We did some Japanese spiced roasted chicken, and we did some pan-seared broccoli as well. That came out good. So if you guys saw that stream is already there, so if you guys could take a look at it, it's absolutely delicious. So all my talking, let me go clean this up and I'll be back. Absolutely clean your area as you go. Wash my knife, wash my cutting board. Prevent any cross-contaminations. Nobody's getting sick on my watch. Nobody. I'm actually proud to say, as long as I've been cooking in a kitchen, I've never had a complaint for anybody getting sick. So I want to keep that perfect right there. But I have had eaten. Sorry if you guys can't really hear me. I am in the dish bay right now, so there's a lot going on. It's not always quiet. You don't always get the peace and quietness in the kitchen. There's always something going on. Yeah, so like I was saying, you should do your utmost best to not get people sick when you're cooking for them. And I've never had, like, of course you've had complaints, like, maybe something doesn't taste good, or this wasn't seasoned enough or something like that. You're always going to get that no matter what, but because everybody has their own preference, their own taste buds, different taste buds all over the place. So you can't please everybody. You can try your best to, but you cannot please everybody. But I can do say I've never actually cooked food to where somebody complained and said, you know, they got sick from my food. So I want to keep that record going for many more years to come. Oh, what's going on? We got the black codes and everything? What happened? Oh, yeah? Welcome to the club. All right, so that is the majority of our cooking for today, ladies and gents. We are going to get into pretty much the prep cycle of our, just basically into some prep right now. So that consists of, we're going to see, double check if there's any more. Let's put you on a charger because we're gonna go see if there's any of our banana squash. So if we can get that would be awesome. Let me set you guys up. Yeah, if we can go get some more banana squash, that'd be awesome. So we'll have that for Friday. We're gonna go grab our chicken so we can get that prepped, marinated, and stuff like that. And what else we got? We're gonna cook our pasta, so we have to go do some more dishes. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to stick around and hear me do dishes all day. So I'm gonna do some dishes because our dishwasher is currently doing some other things throughout the store. Get that, and we're gonna prep for Friday. So if you guys are around later on tonight, you might see what laziness I have for dinner. So come check me out. I might be streaming that. Definitely I'm gonna be working on my menu for next week, so check me out next week as well. You guys can see what's cooking. If you guys haven't seen this week's menu, this is what we were working off of. We have this guy. We got the whole winter theme going, and we were working off of this. So next week's gonna be completely different. And that's basically what I have for you for today. I will take you through my prep, but I've pretty much, since the starting of this week, you guys have already seen most of the prep that I need to go through. So I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. I just appreciate you guys joining me for today. And we'll say have a good day, and we'll see you guys next time or later on tonight. Who knows? Stay tuned. Hit that like button and subscribe. We appreciate that. Until then, peace. Have a good day.